assistants are Carlton Hogan, Cody Rich, and let's welcome back Christian County Basketball.
And the tip goes to the Colonels. And bringing it across the line is the freshman Mathis. They start out in a 1-4 offense. To Trice, turns, spins, puts it up good. Or Ware, I'm sorry. Trice made the pass to him. Radcliffe drives down the middle, passes to Dokes. To Thomas with a three-pointer up, no good. Up the floor comes Seabury, drives, shots up and good. 4-0, the Colonels. We played 30 seconds. Radcliffe across the timeline. Goes to the right side, gives it to Thomas out in the corner. Takes a dribble, gives it to Payne. Payne will give it back to Radcliffe, top of the circle. Drives in, has the ball knocked loose, picks it back up to Thomas. Another three up, bounces, no good. Rebound by Seabury. Brings it all the way down, dribbles behind his back, lays it up, no good. Rebound up, no good. Rebound, shot blocked from the back by Lovin, and brings it up across the timeline by himself. Wow. Top of the circle on the right side to Radcliffe. He drives down in the corner to Payne. Payne back out front to Dokes. Dokes to Lovin. Lovin down in the corner to Thomas. Thomas dribbles it back out. Top of the circle. Dokes with a long three-pointer. Bounces no good. No rebounding for the Wildcats yet. That's three in a row. Seabury brings it across the line. Ball stolen by Lovin. Drives all the way down, lays it up, and gets hammered from the back. Foul called on Seabury.
Well, you can tell the pace of this one is going to be fast and furious, and the officials are going to let them play.
Well, these three gentlemen here have all worked regional tournament games for us when we switch, and Taven bounces it no good. Four to nothing. Colonels with the lead. Taven puts the second one up. Nothing but the net on that one. It's a 4-1 ball game. And across the timeline is Trice with it. Drives and loses the ball, and it'll go to the Wildcats. Good defense when he got under there. They sure did open up this side of the floor for him, and nobody over here. And Radcliffe will bring it across. Few instructions there from Coach Spencer. Radcliffe drives, gets a couple of screens, drives all the way down, puts a jumper up, no good. Gets his own rebound, I think. And drives down, lays it up, and good by Seabury. His fourth point. 6-1, Colonels. Radcliffe on the right side to Payne. Gives it to Thomas down in the corner. Drives for the basket. Turns, puts it back over his head. Good. Nice move. They turned him loose. And Dakota Thomas, first field goal with the Wildcats, 6-3 Colonels. As Seabury brings it across the line. And on the right side it goes to Trice down in the corner now to Mathis. Mathis back out front to Seabury. He walked, got away with it. And on the right side to Seabury.
Better defense this time down the floor.
Yep. And almost stolen, shots up and good. By Ware. 8-3. Colonels with the lead. Radcliffe with it. Draws a screen, gives it back to Lovin. Stops, puts a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound by Ware. Down the floor to Seabury. He has to back it back out. Gives it back out to Mathis. Down in the corner, shots up and no good, but a foul on Thomas.
Left him wide open on the far side. Somebody lost their man.
Well, he missed the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line for a couple. And set to check in is Utsi and is that Roby?
Roby.
Couldn't see around those two guys. Puts the free throw up, got it. 9-3. Payne out, Thomas out to take their first break at the 4:37 mark in the first quarter. And Long back at the free throw line. And puts it up and missed it. Rebound by Lovin. Tavian on the move across the timeline. Goes to the left side, down in the corner to Dokes. Dokes cross courts it to Utsi, puts a three up, got it. Ali Utsi. First three of the night for the Wildcats, 9-6. Colonels with the lead, Seabury with it out front. Lovin on him. They go underneath to Long, turn, spin, shots up, bounces good.
Pretty nice move.
Yes, it was, 11-6. Radcliffe with a jumper, good. Trey Radcliffe with his first basket for Wildcats in the scoring column, 11-8. 3-point lead for the Colonels. Seabury draws the screen, drives in, ball slapped loose, picked up by Long, throws it underneath, and Lovin with the rebound. Down the middle, all the way down, stops, puts a shot up. No call, but the ball goes off of Christian County, and the Wildcats put it in play on the baseline. Dokes out to pass it in. And looking in, it comes deep to Radcliffe. In the corner to Dokes, underneath to Lovin. And not a very good pass, but turnover, Trice all the way down, and a charging foul. I believe that's the first foul I've seen called charging that I thought was right. You know it?
Yeah. Well, and Josiah's got to celebrate because he usually gets a blocking call. He's laughing about it. Finally, he got a call.
All right, Radcliffe across the timeline. Wildcats down by 3, 11-8 with 3:18 left in the quarter. Out front to Dokes, to Lovin. Underneath, nice pass, shot blocked. Underneath. And taken by Trice. He brings it across. Wow, a long three-pointer, no good. Tipped around, no good, and out with it comes Dokes. Wow, what a shot.
Just barely across midcourt.
I know it. Utsi with the three, no good. Rebound, taken by Long.
Nobody under there for the Wildcats.
Seabury on the left side to Trice. Drives in, shot blocked. Taken by ball knocked out of bounds, and I couldn't see because I was afraid I was going to get hit. So everybody just forgive me. The ball goes to Christian County right here, right down in front of Coach Stansberry and Jim Richards, who are visiting tonight. Watching players from WKU.
Ragland into the ball game as Caliso gets his first rest.
All
Two's
right.
gone to the bench hurt.
Yep, they're not paying much attention to him, are they?
No.
All right, Long with it. Gives it out front to Mason. He drives, puts a shot up, bounces, no good. Lovin battles for the rebound. Drives down all the way around, puts the runner up, no good. Rebound by Roby, up and in. Josiah Roby with the basket. 11-10. Mason with it on the right side. Gives it off to Long. Behind the three line, gets the screen set, gives it over to Mason. Mason gets the ball to Long underneath, stolen by Roby. Josiah will hold it up, gives it over to Radcliffe. Down in the corner to Ragland, back out to Radcliffe. 11-10, Colonels with the lead. Out to Utsi and to Lovin. Looks at the three, doesn't take it, gives it to Roby. Roby to Radcliffe. Drives, puts it up, no good, and a charging foul. And you know what? Exactly what happened on the other end, and exactly the same call.
Yep.
And Bass will check in and give Lovin a rest. Minute 35 left in the first quarter. 11-10, Colonels with the lead.
This thing's flown by.
I'm telling you, Mason will bring the ball up the floor. Mason's a guy that didn't start for the Colonels, but averages 18 points a game. All right, Long with it, backs it out near the timeline. Takes a dribble and gives it over to Mason. They go inside, turn.
Oh, that's a push off.
Golly. As Trice gets his first basket, and he hammered whoever that was guarding him. And Radcliffe shoots a jumper up off the side, no good. Rebound off of Wildcats. Utsi got a hand on it, couldn't bring it down. 13-10. Colonels with a 3-point lead. Mason will bring it up the floor. Gets it over to Trice. Trice back to Mason. Drives in, back to Trice. Fires up a long three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Taken underneath, and ball battled and a foul. I don't know how he can pick somebody out of that bunch. Or I guess he's got his choice, really.
I don't know how he got 2 shots out of it. They were.
Foul on. And he got it. Foul was on Josiah. Okay, thank you. Evidently the part of the scoreboard's not working. Long back for another free throw. He is 2 out of 3 and puts that one up and got both. 10 lead at 5 is the biggest the Colonels have got. Lovin back in the ball game with 36 seconds left. Brings it across the line to Roby. Roby to Bass. Bass back to Roby. Left side to Lovin. Taven will give it out front to Ragland. Ragland on the right side to Roby. And to Bass. Bass to Roby. Fires up a 3. Bounces no good. Mason with it, drives all the way down, passes on the left side, shots up and good. As Trice gets his second basket, 17-10. A long three-pointer by Lovin at the buzzer that is good and cuts the lead. So a three-pointer by Taven Lovin cuts it to 4 points, 17-13 lead for the Colonels at the end of the first quarter. Will be all right, Roby will pass it inbounds to Lovin. Taven across the timeline. Gets a screen and passes on the left side to Thomas. Back out front to Josiah. Roby with it. Works to the right side down to Ragland. Ragland with it. Drives around everybody and then pulls it up back out front to Roby. Josiah will drive in the corner to Thomas. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it. And a foul. 11, who is Daniel.
Fouls on number 11, Darius Daniel. That's his first, team's third.
17-13. Wildcats trailing right now. Taven with it. Drives for the basket, gets double teamed, backs it back out. Fires another long three up, bounces, doesn't bounce, gives it to Roby, back to Lovin, puts it up, and good, and a foul. I think he said.
Yeah. It gives Josiah Roby a lot of credit. That basketball fell right into his hands. Taven saw it, broke for the basket. Josiah tosses it to him, and chance for a three-point play.
Well, we'll take three about anyway, and he knocks it down. Cuts the lead to 17-16. Colonels with the lead. And Mason will bring it across the line. Still dribbling with it and gives it down in the corner to Seabury. Back out to Mason and then to Ware. Ball taken away by Thomas to Lovin. Taven. Ball knocked loose from the back, and right here in front of us again, Long ends up with it. Drive shots up, no good, but a foul. We're pretty close to the floor here, brother.
Yes, we are. They're pretty big boys out there, too.
And foul called on Bass. And number 11 is Daniel. He's going to the free throw line. Four team fouls. I don't know. Free throw is good.
That's what they got on the board.
You're right. Second free throw's up and good.
I don't think we can rely on the board.
I don't think so either, because he was over there holding two fingers up, and I didn't know what that was about. 19-16, 3-point lead for the Colonels. Ragland with it. Drives around everybody, gives it to Payne. Payne top of the circle in the corner to Thomas. Thomas drives, pulls it back out to Payne. Payne picks up his dribble, gives it to Ragland. Ragland drives right down the middle and gets it hammered, and will go to the free throw line. See if we can see who he gives that to. No. Daniel. And to the free throw line is D. Ragland. And bounce is good. Got a nice bounce. 19-17. Wildcats haven't played their best, Steve, and they're still only down by 2.
That's right.
And free throw in the air, and bounces no good. Rebound by Thomas up, no good. Wow. Nice rebound as Mason drives down and puts a shot up. And foul called on Taven. And the guy standing right there looking at it didn't call a thing, and the guy was at midcourt and called it. Taven's first. And at the free throw line is Mason. The basket go in? I guess it did.
Yes, it did.
Free throw is good.
Dokes will come back into the ball game, and Bass will get a rest. 22-17, 6:05 to go in the first half.
Radcliffe in the ball game for the Wildcats. Gives it to Utsi. He passes underneath to Payne and off of Payne's hands and out of bounds. 22-17. Matches the biggest lead that the Colonels have had. Mason at the line, gets across the line, finally drives, and they let him through, and he just lays it up and in. He's averaging 15 points a game, and he gives them a 7-point lead, their biggest. And timeout by the Wildcats, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
handled well, but he made a really nice pass, driving for the basket and dumped it off. And
yeah. I don't know. Coach likes for them to shoot when they get in there like that.
I agree.
All right, Radcliffe with it, top of the circle. Gives it to Roby, to Lovin. Taven drives for the basket, gets underneath, passes it back out, and a foul, I think. They call foul.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So the Colonels will bring it to length of the floor. Seabury out to pass it into Mason. Christian County, the number 9 ranked team in the state. He's got blood on his shoulder, on his pants, perhaps.
That was a lot about nothing.
Well, I think they got some of that stuff. They squirt on there and the blood disappears or something. I don't know. Anyway, here they come. Mason across the timeline and gives it over to Seabury. Back to Mason. Passes down in the corner and a foul. Charging foul called on Mason. Each team with 6 fouls and 5:12 left here in the second quarter. To Roby. Josiah gives it to Radcliffe. Back out to Lovin on the left side. Drives in, puts it up. No good. Utsi with it up, no good. Lovin with it up and rolls it in. And Mason down the floor.
That's another charging foul. Oh.
That guy calls it different than everybody else, I think. Said he was out on the floor. 1 in the bonus.
He lowered his shoulder, which usually is an automatic charge. Well, not this year. It's not, evidently.
And puts it up, and it's no good. Rebound by Lovin. 24-19. Taven drives in, puts a shot up, good. Cuts the lead to 3 now. Mason with it out front. Passes over to Seabury. Seabury gets double teamed, back over to Mason. And passes back to Seabury. A long shot up, good. 3-pointer. His first 3, he's got 7. Down in the corner, Utsi up and good. Ali Utsi with his second 3 of the night. Laid back to 3 all the way down. And loses it out of bounds, and they say the Colonel's ball.
I think he just pointed in the wrong direction. I think we're going to get that.
Yeah, he did. I thought I didn't say hi.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody close.
And Dokes checks back in. Roby checks out after a good few minutes. 3-point lead for the Colonels. We're halfway through the second quarter. Radcliffe with it. A screen back to Lovin. A 3-pointer up. Got it! Tied at 27 with 3:46 left. To Mathis. And a long 3-pointer up and no good, and will go out of bounds, and the Wildcats will have it going the other way. I don't understand what they keep going to the scoreboard for, and that guy keeps saying 2 points. Or 2, holds his finger up.
Okay, they made it 2. They made it 2 shot to 2. Love his shot to 2.
Previous goal by Utsi for Wildcats was a 2-point goal.
That was a 3. Well,
well.
okay. They took a long time to change that, didn't they?
Yeah, we've scored since then.
Well, okay, we'll change it to a 2, and the Wildcats are down by 1. And Utsi, now that one's a 3, and he got it. Should have just left that. 29-27, 2-point lead for the Wildcats. That's their biggest, by the way. Over in the corner to Trice. He drives, puts a jump shot up, no good. Rebound. Knocked around, taken by Payne. To Lovin. Taven drives all the way down, goes in between two guys, has it knocked loose. Long going the other way with it, all the way down, shots up, no good, but a foul on Payne, which is all right because he caused him to miss it. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple, and Payne picks up his first.
How on earth did you decide after 2 or 3 trips down the floor that a shot was a 3 or a 2?
I got no earthly idea. I think maybe what may have happened was somebody called it to the officials' attention that they gave him a 3. And you know, now that I think about it, I didn't see him signal a 3. I just assumed that it was. All right. 3 throws are good, and we're tied at 29 with 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. And in the corner to Dokes. He'll fire a 3 up. Got it. Now. And over to Ware. And in the middle, drives, has the ball taken away, but it's kicked, and Seabury picks it up underneath. Shots up, no good. Rebound on the floor. And what do you call it?
How can that be a... No, he's calling a foul.
Foul on Taven. How could that be? They're battling for it with a loose ball at the free throw line is Long. That guy's made a couple that are not very good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which I'm entitled to.
Yes, you are. And I drove you over here, so I'm entitled to one.
That's exactly right. Second free throw also good by Long. Lead at 1 for the Wildcats, 32-31. Don't understand that. They didn't come to see him referee. They came to see Taven play. To Dokes, open for another 3. Got it! Carlisso with his second 3. 35-31, 4-point lead for the Wildcats, their biggest. Drives in down in the corner. A 3-point shot up. Good by Ware. Timeout by the Colonels. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Wildcats up by 1. 35-34. Minute 49 left. Two guys battling for the ball and everybody grabbing, and usually that's just either a jump ball or wait till somebody gets the ball. Radcliffe will walk it across the timeline. Left side to Dokes. They come out and get him now. Radcliffe on the right side to Utsi. To Lovin. Taven to Radcliffe. Out to Dokes. Open for another 3. Bounces long. Rebound to Mason. Passes on the side, shots up good. And Long, who's averaging 4 points, is knocking them down for him right now. And the Colonels retake the lead, 36-35, a minute 10 left in the second quarter. In the middle to Payne. Dribbles, gives it back out. Radcliffe will try a three, bounces, no good. Rebound down the floor and chased down. Underneath, shots up good by Trice. 38-35, 3-point lead for the Colonels. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. And Radcliffe goes to the left side. Cross courts it, stole it. That was a bad pass. Down, knocked loose, and threw it away. Ball goes to the Wildcats with 26 seconds left.
I mean, these guys can jump. They're tall to begin with, and John Price used to say, never throw a cross-court pass. We do that. I mean, everybody does it now, but that used to be a cardinal sin.
But not one like that one.
Yeah, well, no, that's true.
All right, Payne on the left side with it. Down in the corner to Dokes. Dokes brings it out to Radcliffe. Radcliffe dribbles. Gets it over to Utsi. Fires up a long three. No good. Rebound. Taken by the Colonels. Throws it the length of the floor. The quarter comes to a close, and it is 35 for the Wildcats and 38 for Christan. Ready to go. The ball comes into Mason. And he'll dribble it. Passes down in the corner to Seabury. They go underneath and foul call. Had his hand all over the ball, didn't he?
He's counting that basket.
Wow.
If he reached in.
That was a jump ball, and the free throw is good, and the lead goes to 41-35, a 6-point lead. That was not a very good call.
That was a terrible call.
I didn't even, the whistle blew before he shot, I thought.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dalen had him tied up, and he called a foul on it. He couldn't have been shooting if he'd had him tied up.
Well, Wildcats with the ball, Radcliffe with it, over to Dokes. Looks inside, nothing there. Gives it to Radcliffe down in the corner to Thomas. Gives it back out to Radcliffe. Drives down the middle, gives it to Thomas. Thomas stops. Gets it back to Radcliffe. They'll reset everything. Radcliffe working to the right side. To Dokes, three-pointer up, got it. Carlisso Dokes with a three, his third, 41-38. Colonels with the lead and Long with it, gives it up to Mason. Drives, puts shot up, no good, rebound. Bounced it off of, nice job by Lovin there, bounced it off of Mason, who was coming to get the rebound. So the Wildcats will bring it the length of the floor, trailing by 3 and 6:30 left in the third quarter. And Radcliffe gives it underneath to Payne. He drives, puts a shot up, got fouled. No call, boy. He got bumped pretty hard on that. Down the floor, lays it up good. The other way as Trice gets the basket. 43-38. Left side to Dokes. Back out front now to Radcliffe. To Dokes. Down the corner to Payne. Drives again. Threw it away. And lays it up good. .38 the lead for the Colonels. See if the Wildcats can put a little run together here. Radcliffe to Thomas. Back out to Radcliffe. Corner to Thomas. Back to Radcliffe. Left side to Dokes. To Radcliffe in the middle to Lovin. Back to Dokes underneath to Payne. Payne takes a dribble, gives it out to Radcliffe in the corner. Thomas. Shot blocked out of bounds. Utsi will check in. And Payne will check out for a break. And Radcliffe underneath to pass it in to Thomas. To Utsi, fires a three-pointer up, no good. And again, nobody under the rebound, and Ware with it. Pass underneath, ball stolen. And to Lovin.
How's that?
Gets hammered around, and a foul called on, and it was.
Yep.
You start to say, how can that not be a foul, didn't you? And sure enough, it was.
Their coach is acting like that's horrible. He's gotten, I know we're in Christian County, he's gotten every call that's been made just about.
He's still yelling about it. All right. Dokes to pass it in. Comes in deep to Radcliffe. Underneath to Lovin. Turns, spins, puts a shot up. No good, but he's fouled. Number 33, Ware. Taven to the free throw line. And no good. Back for his second one. And puts it up and got that one. 45-39, 6-point lead for the Colonels. Mason with it, gives it back out to Long. Dribbling with it, Dokes on him. Down in the corner, Seabury with it, goes inside. And shots up and good, inside by Ware. 5 points by Ware in this quarter. 47-39, 8-point lead, the biggest for Christian County. Radcliffe to Dokes, fires a three. Utsi to Lovin, puts it up, and whoa, I thought he got foul in the face, but no call. Wire down the floor with it. And give it back out to Seabury. He'll pass it off to Mason. Mason, top of the circle to the right side. Gets cut off. They go inside and loses the ball out of bounds. Good defense there by Lovin. I think he let the ball just bounce between his feet.
To go in the third.
Utsi with it at the point now. Gives it over to Dokes, to Lovin. Back to Utsi, to Radcliffe. And they change, gives it to Dokes inside to Lovin. Taven out to Utsi, passes to Tom. Oh, back to Utsi, lays it up and in. This pass is actually lead at 6 now for the Colonels as Mason brings it across the line.
That's a carry.
Tries to drive in the middle, and they have to finally pass it back out to Trice. Utsi on Trice. And 5-second call ought to be coming before long, but it didn't. And the ball slapped out of his hand, slapped out again. And underneath, and a foul, I guess. Lovin got smacked in the face, and again. Dokes called for the foul and put the play in under the basket, down in the corner to Seabury. Seabury drives for the basket, puts it up, no good. And foul called on Utsi. Well, they sure call them long distance, don't they?
Yeah, and the coach is fussing at the official underneath for not calling it.
Rather, Seabury on the line. Got it. be back for his second one. Roby in, and Thomas will check out, 48-41. Coach still complaining. Free throw no good. Utsi with the rebound. To Lovin. Taven over to Radcliffe, to Dokes down in the corner to Utsi. He drives, and a foul. Called on Long. Third, I think.
Yes, that's what I've got.
Number 10, Long. That was his third, team's third. And for the Colonels, number 11, Jerry.
Daniel checks in for him. And Roby to pass it in. Ball knocked out of bounds. And Roby put it in play again. To Utsi. Gives it back to Radcliffe, and they'll set it up. Radcliffe, top of the circle. Right side to Dokes. Looks inside, not there. Gives it to Utsi. Looks at the three, doesn't take it. Back out to Dokes, top of the circle, left side. And down in the corner, Josiah with a three, no good. And ball passed down to Mason. Oh, my goodness.
Nice move.
Yep.
Got to give him credit.
Yep. In the fourth region, that's a walk part of the time.
Yeah.
To Dokes, looks at the three, but doesn't take it. Gives it back out to Radcliffe. 50-41 lead at 9. Biggest by in the corner to Dokes. Throw it away. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Daniel is holding Taven Loving by the jersey, by the arms, and by everything else that he can grab a hold of. 9-point lead with the Colonels, 1:27 left in the third quarter. Mason with it. To Seabury, back to Mason, back to Seabury. Drives, gives it on the right side. Shots up, and no basket, but a foul on the floor, and I think that'll be on Utsi. Fourth team foul on the Wildcats and 2 on Utsi, and Mason stands out to pass it in. Ball smacked out of bounds by Utsi. Quarter, and Mason will, near the corner, will stand out again to pass it in. And Seabury to Ware. And they give it, oh, he walked, no call. Shots up and good by Ware, and an 11-point lead.
2-3 zone by Christian County now.
Roby with it, down in the right corner to Dokes, back to Roby, over to Radcliffe. To Dokes, looks at the three, doesn't take it. To Radcliffe, inside it goes. Lovin turns, spins, puts a shot up. It's no good, but a foul. And Ware swears he didn't touch him.
And his coach does too.
And Taven Lovin at the free throw line for a couple here, and the Wildcats free throw good by Taven. Only 7 points in this quarter by the Wildcats. Cuts the lead to 2. Can rimmed out on him. And so it's a 10-point lead for the Colonels with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. To Mason. Drives and throws it to Ware. Fires one up from way down in the corner, and it's good. And the 13-point lead as Lovin comes across the line, gives it to Radcliffe, to Dokes, back to Radcliffe. 8 seconds left, got to shoot. And lost the ball and kicks it out of bounds.
Got a foul.
And the foul was 0.7 of a second left. Well, We had a couple open shots. I don't think we had any idea that there was less than 10 seconds left. And it will be Tandy to pass it in. And a shot way up and no good. The quarter comes to a close. The Wildcats trailing at 55-42. We'll be right back. You're listening to Wildcat Country Sports. Give it to Roby, and Josiah will bring it across the timeline on the right side to Dokes. Loving down in the corner, back to Roby, back to Radcliffe, top of the circle, to Roby, and down in the corner. Pass it back out front now, and to Dokes in the corner, Loving. Tavian fakes it. Oh, wow. And another steal by Loving, all the way down, lays it up and good. 4 points in a row by Loving. Mason, he'll bring it across the line. Gets double teamed, has to back it back out. And he throws it way over in the corner to Long and back out front to Mason, drives in, and a blocking foul called on Roby.
And I believe that one is right, James.
Well, Mr. Loving made an explanation point, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And shots up and good by Seabury. Pretty good defense on him that time. 57-46. Loving with it. They come out and double team him. What a pass underneath. Ball smacked out of bounds. But that was a pass from Loving and knocked out of bounds by the Colonels. 6:54 left in the game. Wildcats down by 11. Into Utsi. Gives it to Radcliffe. Three-pointer up. No good. Rebound by the Colonels. Gives it up to Mason. Back out front to Wire. Pass it corner. Mason with it. Tries to go up. Puts it up and in. I think Josiah must have got whacked pretty good. Coach D telling the referee that they threw an elbow into him, so Ragland comes into the ball game for Roby. And inside, Loving makes the move, slams it down. Lead back to 11. Seabury drives, puts a shot up, and
that's not a blocking
No,
foul.
no way that's a blocking foul. He was set up there long before. And going to the free throw line is Seabury. Free throws up, no good. Be back for the second one. The foul was on Dokes, is that right?
Yes.
His second. Got that one. And Radcliffe brings it across the line. 60-48, 12-point lead for the Colonels. To Ragland. And tried to go inside, bad pass. And shots up and good. Wow. By Long. Can't force that ball into the middle of that zone, and that's Dokes with a three. Got it.
That's all he's got, isn't it? It's threes.
4 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
11-point lead for Christian County. Out to Mason. And back over to Trice. Back to Mason. Drives in the middle. Passes underneath. Seabury. Shots blocked. And shots blocked. He's having a fit, but they were blocking the shots. And foul called on Radcliffe, his second, I think.
Yeah, UC.
Oh, 11 instead of 1.
Yeah.
And free throws up, got it. 65-51. Dokes wide open for another three. No good. Rebound by Ware. Down and ball stolen to Lovin. Taven drives for the basket. Lays it up and good. 65-53. 12-point lead for the Colonels. Over to Mason. 4.5 minutes left. Mason gives it down in the corner. A long three-pointer up good.
I swear he just slings the thing up there and it goes in.
Well, he's averaging 22 a game, so.
But he also got a 1,000-point ball before the
That's right.
game.
Down in the corner, Dokes, and back out to Radcliffe. And to Moody. He puts the three up, bounces out. And down the floor to Seabury. And a foul.
On the Wildcats, 23 Dokes. His third, team's ninth. Seabury back to the line for 2.
Seabury puts it up, got it. Bass in, and Utsi will check out. 69-53, the Colonels with the lead. 11 points in this quarter by the Wildcats is all. And free throw no good, 11 with the rebound. I'll bring it up the floor to Dokes. Looks at the three, doesn't take it, back to Radcliffe. Over to Dokes. Fires a three up, bounces no good. Rebound out of bounds off of the Colonels. Wildcats put it in play on the baseline. Dokes open for a three, no good. Rebound. Bounce right straight to Seabury. He'll bring it up the floor. Across the timeline. To Ware underneath, layup good. By Long. 71-53, 18-point lead. This is the biggest deficit the Wildcats have had all season, Steve.
Is it?
Yep. Radcliffe with it. And throws it to Dokes. Open for a three, doesn't take that one. Gives it out to Radcliffe. To Dokes, open for a three, bounces good.
3-point goal for Dokes.
5 3-pointers, 15 points for him, 71-56. 3 minutes left in the game. Wildcats trailing. 24 points by Lovin. 3 minutes left in the game. And over to Trice. Trice holds it, gives it to Mason out near the timeline. Roby out on him. Drives by Roby, pass to Long, puts it up good, and a foul. Bass picks up his second foul. 73-56. Utsi back in the game. And Long goes to the free throw line for one, throws it up, and it's no good. Tip, no good. Tip, no good. And Lovin comes down with it on the run. Drives all the way down, gives it in the corner, and Moody with a three, no good. A rebound goes to nobody yet. Colonel. I don't know why they had to talk so long about that one. Roby in and Moody out. 2:31 left. 73 for the Colonels, 56 for the Wildcats. Inbounds. Colonels with it. Mason will bring it up across the timeline. Gets double teamed. Pass underneath. Shots up and good. Long having a career night here. He's only averaging 4 a game, and he's got 6 only in this quarter. Dokes with a three-pointer. Got it.
6 for him.
75-59. 2 minutes left in the game. And way over in the corner, Long. Threw that one cross court. And Mason with it out front. Drives for the basket. And a charging foul. And that one was right.
Yep. He's gotten away with a couple. He
Yep.
makes a really nice move to the basket, but every time he does it, he lowers his shoulder. And he's gotten away with it a couple of times, and a couple of times they've called it on him.
All right, Radcliffe across the timeline. Gives it to Dokes down in the corner. Utsi fakes a three, then puts a short one up. No good. Rebound by Moody. Brings it out to Dokes. Another three, but Dokes bounces. No good. Lovin with the rebound. Bounced out of his hands. And Christian County throws it away. No, he didn't throw it away. He said he wasn't out of bounds. And Mason with it. Drives for the basket. And up and in by Seabury. 77-59. Lovin with it to Dokes. Down in the corner. And Dokes with another three-pointer. No good. And up tip, no good. Tip again, no good. Moody comes out with it. Gets fouled.
We're still not in the bonus.
No. Doubt that we will be with 49 seconds left. Dokes to Moody. He'll fire a three up. Bounces no good. Lovin with it up and in. 26 points for him. 77-61. And a full timeout with 40 seconds left in the game. We'll be right back here. They just firing them up there, and they were dropping in for them. Well, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, they're a very good team, and they've gotten some back doors on us. They've in those firing up. Some of them have been layups that
3-pointers that Ware shot over there from the corner. Wow. Anyway, Mason with it. Still in the backcourt. Throws it up, and Seabury drives and slams it down. They just backed all away from him that time. Let him get it. He's averaging 18 points a game, and he's got that many. And Utsi with a 3.
It's his third.
79-64, and Seabury gets double teamed and take the ball away from him, and a foul. Of course, they'll be going to the free throw line with as many.
We're still in for, well, Mason didn't start, and he's in.
No, but he's a normal starter.
Yeah.
And Seabury goes to the free throw line for a couple. They're in the double bonus.
Seabury on the line, shooting 2.
Puts it up. No good. Ten seconds left in the game. Free throws up. That one's no good. He walked. But put it up and in and was fouled. So Trice gets his field goal. Will go to the free throw line and puts it up and no good. And taken by Utsi all the way down and slams her down to end the ball game. 81-66, the final score. And we'll be back to wrap this up for you.